Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. It's a Wednesday evening, and again, I should have set up my podcast and for my microphone. I've been saying that when I do these Facebook lives that I should have my podcast set up so that I can just record myself because I'm so behind on it. But that's okay. I just wanted to hop on, just spontaneously coming on. And, when I have these thoughts come to my brain, I love to share them with you. And especially in the evening time, whenever I have some more time and can share some thoughts with you. Hope you all are having a wonderful evening wherever you are in the world today. And, here in San Antonio and throughout the whole world, like I say, I was looking at the heat waves that are going on. It's crazy. But, I was thinking about a thought today and wanted to share with you, how we basically go throughout all our days doing the things that we're doing. We're working, we're helping, we're being moms, being wives, we're, taking care of other people, we're cooking dinner, we're doing all of these different things. And, yesterday we talked about how we only have so much time in the day, out of say 24 hours, let's just say 8 of them you're sleeping, and that leaves you with 16 hours. And what do you do with your time? And you can check the other video yesterday what we talked about, but I was just thinking today about the importance of how, even though we're so busy doing those other things, that we need to take some time to do something for ourselves, whether that is music, whether painting, whatever it is for you. I don't know what that is for you. It could be during this pandemic times and everything. I know it's a little bit harder. We have to get more creative because there's a lot of things that are closed and we can't go to. So there's some things like I've been incorporating in my life, getting back to music, playing guitar, playing piano, something that takes you away from your everyday routine and everyday stuff, so that you can wind down, can do something for you and for your health. And I was also thinking about as we go through the day and we accomplish certain things, it's like we don't stop and really celebrate that success. It's not a natural tendency, and we should when we go to a milestone that we've tried to reach and we reach it, we really should celebrate. And we really should take some time in that 16 hours of time and do something. I know for me, like I started learning Spanish, on this new app. And it takes about 20 to 30 minutes a day, so I try and take that time, and I'm trying to, meditate. We have to think about like our health and ourselves, and like as far as being able to function, and if we're constantly just going and going and going like the road runner and never taking the time to stop, to be still. In fact, today I've been doing the 7-day meditation with Master Stephen Coe. Maybe some of you are doing that as well. And today on the meditation, it was kind of interesting because there was a time where he basically he was really still for a long time and really quiet. And I actually had to open my eyes and think, did the meditation get stopped or whatever? And it was so still and so quiet and so amazing. But there's so many things that we can learn in stillness. And last year I went through this course with with one of my awesome mentors, and that was one thing that I did learn, and that is I'm always going, and I'm getting better at it, where I'm just starting to slow down, and how important it is that we need to be still. In fact, I'm just still right now, and I just listen to the quiet, and it's like, it's so important to have that in our life, to have quiet and to have our time, to do things to work on other than just work, other than, just the daily routine. And, I would love to know, if you're on the replay, let me know. And I would love to know some of the things, that maybe you have incorporated during this, COVID stay at home stuff. And, did you learn some new skills? Like I said, I'm incorporating learning Spanish, and my husband speaks Spanish and he's been helping me with that. But, learning that, getting back to music. I've been journaling more. I've been meditating more. And so it feels better. And, another thing that I've been doing is I don't feel guilty if I have to take even like a 20 or 30 minute nap. And sometimes we need that. Our body is telling us to lay down. Our body is telling us to, relax, and to not like feel that. Yesterday's video, we talked about feeling the pie so full that it's hard for us to do anything else. And we fill ourselves with overwhelm, and we fill ourselves with so much to do that we don't want to do it. So, I think that especially the evening time, whenever we are winding down and it's time to, I used to work myself to death till 2 or 3 in the morning. And now I'm getting so much better at just being able to, in the evening hours, do the things that are calming and do the things that I want to do to improve my skills in other areas, besides e-commerce or whatever it is that whatever it is that you do for work, or, if you're working at home, like sharpening my skills in other areas. And so, it's pretty cool on how, I've been really, like I say, during this pandemic stuff and everything, just has really, it's either going to help us to, figure out what we can do with our time, because we are inside and we're at home a lot. And, I'm home, I work at home, so I'm home a lot, but I'm just saying, like, I have really been able to just learn some other stuff, and going back to reading books. It's been kind of cool. And so, I don't know, whatever that is for you, I think you can find that out. Like, it might even just take you sitting down and writing down some of the things that you enjoy. When was the last time you took a journal or a piece of paper and you sat there and said, these are the things that I would like to sharpen my skills on, or even learn, or, or even get back to. So, it's easy to keep in our head, but I don't know about you, but lately I just don't have any more room there. So I have to take my journal and I write down. My husband has been telling me to do this, and I've been doing it, to sit down and say, here are the things that I enjoy, and here are the things that I would like to get back to, or here are the things that I would like to sharpen my skills on. And it's so exciting to do other things, besides working, because, it's almost kind of like, we do so much like working. That's like a given. We all have like something that we do during the day that it's super awesome to be able to like take some time and, like I say, just play the guitar or play the piano, or, call a loved one, or call one of your grandkids on FaceTime or whatever. And, it's been such a drastic change in my life in the last 3 or 4 months by doing that. And I feel myself less stressed. And I know, it's like a stressful time in so many ways in our country and in our just everything that's going on. But we can like control. There's one thing that we can control, and it's ourselves. And it's the way that we are bettering our health and bettering our mind, and bettering our skills, our talents, and actually doing things that bring down those stress levels. And so that's why, like, that 7-day meditation series that's going on this week with Master Stephen Coe, it's like at 10:30 every day at Central Time on his page. But, I don't know. I just noticed that, like, when I do that and when I exercise and just go back to the things that I know that are good for me. There's so many things that we know we're supposed to do, but for whatever reason, we don't do them. I was talking to my husband about that the other day. I'm like, we know we're supposed to eat well. We know we're supposed to choose good foods. We know we're supposed to exercise, get our walk in, do all these things. But I think part of the reason why we don't is because of overwhelm. I guess however you want to say that. And we just have so many things. And then because we have so many things, it's like it causes us to not do any of them. Has that ever happened to you? It happens to me all the time. Like I'll sit down sometimes and I'm just like, okay, I know I need to do this and this and this. And then I look at my computer screen and I'm just like, okay, I got to step away for a while because I'm just like, I've got to quit overwhelming myself. And I've been getting so much better at that. I've been working on it for so long over the past year. And it's like been the theme of my life for like so many years. And so it's awesome to be able to like, look back and say, okay, I am making some progress. I am doing some of the things that I enjoyed that, I know that I'm supposed to be doing to, better my skills or whatever, my skill set. So when you look at it that way, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Whenever you have a pie and you have 24 hours in a day, and let's say 8 of them are sleeping, and the other 18 of them, or the other 16 hours rather, what am I going to do with my time? And I'm excited because I actually connected, or going to be connecting with somebody. I met her through another friend, and we're probably going to get on a phone call. And let me see if I'm going to give you kind of like a little glimpse of what she does. But her whole theme is like, it's being organized and energized. And I can't wait to talk to her. We've been communicating through email today, and I was just kind of looking at her website, looking at it right now. And it's so awesome because, I honestly don't think that people show up in your life for a reason. And I really think that, this awesome lady that I'm going to be able to talk to, she's going to be able to help a lot of people. And like I said, I'm just staring at her website right now, and I don't want to give it away yet because I want to study it, and it's going to be something that I'll probably be sharing with you guys. But we need to be more like less clutter. How many times do we talk about this subject on my Facebook Lives? Less clutter, less is more. Every single day, it's like I'm almost done with this house that we're in, and, just organizing and taking out the things that just, I can think of a time whenever we first got married, and we had, well, not when we were first married, but when we started having kids, and we had, this boat, and we bought this dually truck and a motorhome, and we had all these things. And I remember at that time that it was fun, but it was also stressful, because like if you have a boat, then you got to take care of it. Then you got to find storage, and then you got to, take care of like the inside. Then you got to maintain, it's just so much stuff. And like the less things that you have, then the less things that you have to think about, and you can spend more of your time doing other things, like stuff that you want to learn, like what I told you earlier, like learning Spanish and getting back to my music. And it's just so interesting to me, because the way that I think, I envision things like walking into my house and going through every single room in my head. And then like, what does that room, like I go through every single item. And, and this is before, the condo stuff, Marie Kondo, where she talks about that. I was actually doing this before, like I even heard about all that. It's interesting how it kind of came together. But it's true, like we should really think about the things that we have and if it's making us happier or more stressed out. And if it's adding stress, then we need to learn how to weed that out. And so in so many ways, like even my Gmail folders, my Facebook groups, my house, my businesses, everything. It's just feeling so amazing. So anyway, I just had some time tonight, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. I hope you're having a wonderful evening wherever you are in the world. And I really need to start recording these as I'm talking to you guys. And if you don't know, we have a podcast called Joy Reveals. It's on iTunes. It's also on the Stitcher app, and I really want to get back to it. And now I have a little bit more time, and knowing that I don't have to always be perfect at it as far as like making the episodes perfect. Stuff like this, I should just record it as I'm talking to you. Someone needs to remind me of that in the comments. So anyway, have an amazing night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.